Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to make a little video. Since we stopped the Mr. Tackle Box, I wanted to keep putting content up on the page or the channel, and I'd like it to be bait making, but I, kind of got into it and wasn't filming. But I'm out here today. I'm making some roses for Lisa for Mother's Day. I already started. I got the degasser going, and let's into that real quick. I ran out of the pink flake I was using, so I had to throw some purple in there. I'll stop in between cooks and stuff, so you guys know I suck at editing, so I'll have to just put the clips together unedited. So when I go to cook something, I'll stop the tape, and then we'll pick back up when the microwave dings. Yeah, I ran out of pink, so I had to get some purple. I was using the bubblegum color. Looks real cool, but like I said, I ran out. I was just kind of using up these colors that I had left. So we're going to cook this. I've got the stems done. I'll have to hit them with the heat gun to bring these bubbles out, or these dents, but got the stems done. We're going to heat this up, come back in and pour our second layer, and then we'll do our third, or maybe even a fourth, depending on if I want to go pink and then red, or then, got some red right here. Pink and then red, or pink then red, then pink again, or maybe red then pink then red. We'll find out, but we'll be back here in a few minutes once this cooks, and we'll pour something. So we're back. We're about 366, and you can see I like that. So we're gonna go ahead and pour our middles. Now we'll do a pink middle. We'll come right above the hook slot. Bring our second one over. Still learning, apparently, how to have the camera, what I'm doing in frame. Sorry, I got my chest thing on and it kind of dipped down. We'll adjust it like that. But we don't you guys see it? We poured our middles with this kind of cool color that I just came up with, and now we're going to put our reds in, cook those, and then we'll be back. And always break up your remelts. I usually cut it with scissors, especially if it's thick. I'll cut it in half and then cut it up. It helps it melt better and more evenly. That way you don't get hot spots and get some spots that burn and some that do not. I'm learning as I'm going. I'm relatively new to bait making, so I'm kind of learning as I go. But yeah, here we go. There's those, and when we come back, we'll take the heat gun and we'll get this to where this starts moving a little bit, so that we get a good bond. And then we'll come over here and put it on the griddle, bring it all up to like 250, 275, something like that, and then come over here to the cooling table, and we'll let it sit in the mold for a long time until it's done, and then we'll come over here and it'll sit for a couple of days. These are still kind of tacky because they were done earlier, but you come down here and these are not at all. They're actually really, really firm after just 2 or 3 days. And then like this one right here is like 5 or 6 days old. That's a skin pour, so it's got a glitter gum skin pour and then a Starry Night middle. To give it that good look. But yeah, we're gonna I didn't like this bait, it turned out weird, so we're gonna stick it up here, and the ones that I use, keep all the weird ones and off looking ones. I use those for myself, and I save all the good ones to sell to people that want baits. So, well, it's only got 3 seconds left, so I guess we can just check it real quick. Trying to make this a short video for YouTube. It's not a lot at all, so we might be good on temperature. I got my fans going because I need a couple more seconds. I can't talk and wear the respirator. So I normally keep one fan over here, blows this way, one fan over here, blows it out the door, and then I open my back door and have a box fan that goes also. This should be ready after this 15 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and take our heat gun and just get this moving. There we go. This purple seems to be kind of heavy though, so I don't want to get it moving too much or it'll sink to the bottom. I'm almost out of my red too. So what we're going to do is go ahead and I think this one we'll just do. Oop, a little bit right there. That's alright. I did not, I totally forgot to hit that one with the heat gun. But, like I said, we're gonna put them on the griddle and bring them all up to temperature. I am still getting used to hand pouring, so I'm not the greatest. Working on getting temperatures right and all of that good fun stuff. I'm going to fix these tails real quick. Yeah, if you get little dents in the tails, you can bring your heat gun up. You want to be careful though if you're too hot or if you're blowing too much air, you can actually blow it all out of the tail, but you just want to kind of bring it up to where it melts and it'll kind of fill that hole. It'll fill that little divot in on its own just by letting it heat up and resettle and remelt. And make sure you definitely have good bonding and try to have a nice, clean, level surface. And it's hard to get them all, it's hard to get it all the way out. It's really something where the more you do it, the more you know when to stop and when to pour a little bit more so that everything kind of fills in. But it'll still catch fish. So I gotta put my heater up. So now what we'll do is put on the old Ov glove, pick these up, I'll set them on here, bring this up to about, I put it about 300, 325, and it'll get hotter around, but then it like the edges will get up to 350, 400, but this won't, so I just keep hitting it with the thermometer, or the thermostat, the digital. Keep hitting it with this to see what's going on, and once I see stuff moving around, I know to take it off. You'll see the top will get real jelly. Anything that's over poured will like liquefy and start to run out a little bit, and that's when you know that it's really starting to thermally bond on the inside. But we're gonna let this heat up and we will come back. I guess I'll give you guys a little tour real quick. I got a tiny little shop, so I'll step back. I got some storage over here. I keep baits. It's my little one of my drying racks, and then here's my actual station. I keep my colors, my remelt colors up here. Got a big bag of just random remelt stuff. You know, recipe book, worm oil, heat stabilizer, stuff like that. Heat sinks. I'll set my molds on those to help pull heat out of them. Some other remelt stuff. Some colors and some flake. Then I got my microwave. I got my workstation. I like this silicone baking mat. It makes cleanup. You see little boogers on there. It makes cleanup real easy. Just do that. And I got some cardboard down here. I just sweep it into the dustpan and take care of it. Got my fans. Here's where I keep my plastisol, and then all the little tiny bits, like when stuff like that I'm not going to remelt comes off like the knife or something, goes in here so it can be recycled. You guys saw the griddle, order board, vacuum chamber. I've got lights that go under mounted so I can see my stuff. And I got some more pigments where I keep pigments, powders, glitters, fun things like that. Rebreather mask. And then over here I got another drying rack. So when they're brand new, this is the first day drying rack, and this is first and second day drying rack, and then they go over to here. Then I've got the parchment paper where I set any baits that I can't hang, like the epicbaitmolds 4-inch slick swims. They sit up here, and then once they're fully cured, they go down here into bins to get bagged up whenever somebody buys them. Then back here's my stash of rippers and slim swims, or slick swims, sorry. And then just one-off colors that I hold for sale. Pretty small. I like it though. But we're gonna let that heat up for a while, and I'm gonna try and keep this video short, and then we'll come back when they've cooled off, and we'll take them out of the mold. We'll check them out and see if they're thermally bonded, or if I messed it up and they delaminate. Like, I'll show you guys real quick. This is one of my first ones. But if you come in here, that's delamination, when it does not bond. This is actually the first one that I did. These aren't even real eyes, they're just little gems that I found at work. This is the first mold, the first one that I did, but you can see how easily that delaminates. Oh, it's not a second color, it's just two color. But yeah, if you don't get your temperatures right, it does this, and then it just peels apart. You really gotta, like, see this one right here, and this is new, I just made this, so that's over a week old. So if this was gonna delaminate that easily, this would just peel right apart. But it's really, I used the griddle, brought it up to, I tried to pay attention to the actual temperature of the plastisol and try to get it around 250, 275. I'm still new to this, so I'm trying to find the good number where you get the best thermal blend without mixing your colors, without getting so liquid that they just blend together. Because I really like doing the laminates, but sometimes, like, this mold's got kind of a small tail, so skin pores like this are kind of a pen. That's not a skin pore, that's an actual, that one's laminated, or that one's bonded. I don't know where my skin pore, oh, there's one. Like I showed you earlier, it's got a skin pore on it. But we'll let this dry off, and we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll check it out. Alright guys, we're back. It's been about 45 minutes. I think I watched an episode of Renegade and then came back out, but they're pretty cool. I said something about sticking your molds on these heat sinks out of computers. I never thought you can put it on another mold if you have an aluminum mold that you're not using. I usually shoot all this stuff together, so I'll run 2 of these Doits, and then 6 of these slick swims, and then 2 of these all at once, so I don't have a mold to set them on. But yeah, let's get into this. Check it out. Yeah, it's cold. I did hit the top with a heat gun. That looks pretty straight. I'm not the greatest at this. I'm relatively new to bait making and really new to open pours, so this is all just fun and experiments. Shaboom. Nice. I mean, see, I'm looking at it through the camera. I just cut my tail off. No. Now, I've found out, like, when I do regular ones or full-bodied ones, they're not that tacky, but when I heat them up on the griddle, they come out really tacky, and it takes a couple of days for them to lose their tackiness. But there it is. I like it. That's pretty cool. A little bit different than the other ones that I did for her. So now she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 of them total. And these are my version of roses for my wife for Mother's Day. We all fish, so It's kind of a cute little fun gift. Flowers die, but she could catch her PB on one of these, right? Put this back together. I like to put these back together so I don't lose my wing nuts. Let's go into number 2. See how this one turned out. I'm watching this through the phone and it's kind of weird. There's a depth difference. Oh, these are a little sticky when they do that. That doesn't usually stick. There it goes. This must have been sticking from the bait. Here's the second one. So as you can see, like it's bonded. No delamination like that one I showed you guys. That's together. That's not coming apart. Got a black background so it'll actually zoom in. Not bad. Tops are a little rough. Like I said, I'm still new at this. I like it. Pretty cool. These are the 3.5 Epic Pud from epicbaitmolds that they collaborated on with Nate Marling from Marling Baits. I'm going to show you the difference that an eye makes. These aren't even eyes. I found these at work. They're just little jewels. But, excuse me, just the difference in the bait that an eye makes is crazy on something like this. Even these slick swims have an eye on them. But, yeah, the difference that an eye makes on a bigger swim bait like this is amazing. I've got some eyes coming in the mail. That's why none of these are, they're all blind. They're coming in the mail. But yeah, there it is. Like I said, this little, there's 2 light pink ones because like I said, I ran out of the pink. These have it, like that one's got it in the top and it's just a little bit darker. This one's got a strip going through the middle. I've had this mold since it came out, and this is the first time I've got them to not delaminate. I've actually gotten to, Chris over at World's Worst Fishing made a video along with Marling about using the griddle to bring your whole mold up to temperature so that way it kind of melts what's against the aluminum and seals everything in there together. That way you've got a nice tight seal and your bait doesn't come apart in the water. I mean, yeah, hook slot's still good and everything. Like I said, just a little tacky, but I'll let it sit here for a couple of days and then it'll be good just like this. See, these aren't tacky and they're nice and durable. But yeah, there it is, guys. This is my first real, I guess, bait making video. I think I've got one other small one up on the channel, but that's the first one where I've made lots of ums and ers and rambling about whatever. But yeah, I guess that's how it goes, especially when you don't edit and you do one-shot videos, one-take videos. But there it is, guys. These are the epicbaitmolds Epic Pud. It's a 3.5 inch with a hook slot molded around the owner beast hook 4/0. There's one of them. There's the other. It's got the Epic logo on one side and then the Marling logo on the other. They're $100 on epicbaitmolds.com. Awesome mold. So is the slick swim. That's the 4-inch slick swim. That's the mold for that right there. We didn't shoot any of those today, but that's the other mold that I shoot other than the Do It Rippers is this one. Good stuff. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to let these dry, and it's like 5 in the morning, so I've got a couple of these in a box already, and we're going to go down to someplace with some water and some fish in it. Got a bag of these too in a different color. I think it's that color right there, but go see if we can catch a couple of bass. I got the GoPro charging, so we're going to take that, and if we get bit, there'll be another video. But you guys take it easy. Be safe if you're on the water, tight lines, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.